好，各位同学，大家好，我是理查老师，欢迎大家来到 YouTube 还有脸书，跟理查老师一起学习中文。好，今天是2022年的10月12号，今天是星期三。我们今天一起来学习新 HSK 的课程。好，Riri 你好 ，Riri，还有 Norbert、Henny、裴静、立新。好，裴静说，这个星期老师打算再休息3天吗？可能需要，因为老师的喉咙还是没有好，所以这个星期老师就上到星期四哦。那5、6日了，老师还是要休息一下，因为老师的喉咙还是没有完全好，还是要多多休息哦。所以星期5、6就没有上课了啊。我们星期4明天上完之后，我们下礼拜1再来上课啊。好，米磊，还有欢迎明磊、英环、Christina、秀丽，欢迎，还有黑霞、郑红、林子。好，各位同学来听老师的课。第一件事情就是先帮老师点赞哦 ，click likes。好，老师再用英文说一次好了。I don't have classes this Friday and this Saturday because I still have a sore throat. So I'll see you next Monday. But tomorrow we still have live broadcast, so don't worry. But this Friday, this Saturday, we don't have lessons. Okay, I'll see you next Monday after tomorrow's lesson. 好，对，老师的喉咙可能要换新的了。好，汉平、慧慧、黄河、球霜、如冰，欢迎你们来。还有 Nalita、葛薇，还有 Salumu， 欢迎你们。我们先来练习中文的数字啊。今天老师跑了几步？好，10005。好，我们再看一遍，中文怎么说？10005。吃冰淇淋不行，不能吃冰的啊。好，中文怎么说？10005。好，很有意思的数字哦。好 ，Norbert 说10005 ，Say 10005。曹同学10005，王和10005 ，Christina 10005。林子还有郑红10005。秀丽说今天老师跑了10005步。好，各位同学请你们特别注意，你看到3个0，但是我们只需要说一次就好了，所以我们说10005，不要说10005，这是错的，你要说10005就可以了哦。好，大家都答对了，太棒了啊！好，10005。那我们来上课吧。今天我们来学习一个很重要的语法点，就是等到还有等有什么区别 ？What's the difference？ 有什么不一样？好，等的意思是 wait，to wait。好，如果你等一个人的话，你可能会站在一个地方一直等他，怎么还没有来？这个叫 to wait， 等哦。那等到是什么意思？多了一个到，意思就不一样了哦。好，我们今天就来看看这2个词汇有什么不一样。今天是语法点的课哦。好，各位同学，我们先来看雷曼，还有佳妮。好，等到其实在英文是 wait until 的意思，这个到就是 like until。好，那么我们先看一下例句。早上丽丽没来，我等到了中午。等到跟等都是动词。好，那 like in the morning. 丽丽没来 didn't come 没有来。我等到了中午。中午就是12点，白天的12点，这是 noon 中午。我等到了中午。好，等好久，等到明天。佳妮说这几天工作都很忙，每天要加班，很辛苦哦。好，那现在我们就来学习等，还有等到有什么不同 rough differences between the two terms。第一个等是我们最常用的，中文最常用的 most commonly used verb 等。我们可以等什么？可以等人，比如说理查老师可以等裴静，理查老师可以等佳妮，理查老师可以等郑红，对不对？好，我们还可以等什么？还可以等车子，我们可以等公交车，我们可以等出租车、火车都可以。所以等我们可以等人，也可以等车。哦，好，那等到呢？等到也可以接人跟车子，但是有什么不一样？如果你等到雷曼，表示你看到雷曼了， that means you saw 雷曼。但是你等雷曼，你还没有看到他。When you say 我等雷曼，你还没有 you haven't seen 雷曼 yet。但是当你说啊，我等到雷曼了， I saw him he is over there， 你看到了。所以各位同学，等到跟等不一样的地方在于，你说等的时候，你说等到的时候，等到 someone， 等到出租车、火车， that means you saw that you saw the person you saw the vehicle。 所以这就是两个最大的不同哦。我说我等到公交车了，哦，公交车在那儿，我看到公交车了。等到表示你已经看到， that means you already saw the object。 OK， 好，那如果你等了很久还没有等到，那个 negative form 我们会说等不到，等不到。I waited, but I couldn't see the person. I couldn't see the vehicle. 这个叫等不到。好，等不到。好，那各位同学，等到是一个 fact, because when you see someone or a vehicle, that's a fact, that's a state. 这是一个事实，我看到它了，是事实 a fact。所以中文不会说正在等到。We don't say we don't really say we don't really have that in English, but in Chinese 等到是一个 fact, a state. So we don't say 正在等到 we cannot say that. Okay? 不能说正在等到哦。好 ，OK 呀 ，comparable。各位同学，我们看一下哦，这题的答案是什么？你在等谁 ？Whom are you waiting for？ 这里要用等谁还是等到谁？那我们怎么知道要用等还是等到 ？If you saw the person, if you saw the vehicle， 等到。If you're still waiting， 等 ，OK， 好。我正在等胡先生还是等到胡先生？请问答案是什么？好，等，你在等谁 ？Whom are you waiting for？ 我正在等胡先生 ，I'm waiting for Mr. Hu。各位同学，请问你看到胡先生了吗？还没有。You haven't seen Mr. Hu yet， 所以我们要用等。但是如果胡先生，我等到胡先生了。Okay, I waited and I saw him. I waited and I saw him. 我等到，我看到他了。OK， 这个时候用等到这个时候用等到。好的，两个答案都是等很好，你们都答对了。你在等谁？我正在 正在等胡先生。然后老师说了，我们中文不会说正在等到 because when you saw someone, that's a fact. OK, 好，星星，你在等谁？我正在等胡先生。好，理解了吗？我们再来做一题哦。Let's try it again. One more quiz for you. 我叭叭叭了好久，终于叭叭叭他了。好，请问这边有2个答案，请问答案是什么？ We have 2 answers here. What's the correct answers? What are the correct answers? 我了好久，终于，好，终于叫做 finally。好，这个词汇是好像 SSK 第5集的词汇 finally, at last, finally。哎呀，我等了，还是我等到了好久，终于等他了，还是等到他了 ？OK? Did you see the person? Did you see the person? OK. 我等了好久，裴静说的，终于啊，他在那儿 ，He's over there，终于等到他了，很好。Norbert，我等了好久 ，I didn't see him，啊，He is over there，终于 ，Finally I waited and saw him，所以等到有一点像是英文的 waited and then saw the person，OK，Finally I saw the person。星星，我等了好久啊，终于 finally 等到他了。好，白兰，啊，我等了好久，还没有看到他。哎，终于等到他了，终于等到，I saw him。好，了解了吗？好，我们再来做一题 ，One more quiz for you。小花正在火车 train。他叭叭叭不叭叭叭火车，小花正在火车，他不火车。好，请问答案是什么？答案是 Hello Junaid， 老师最喜欢 Junaid 好可爱，长得又帅。老师喜欢 Assalamualaikum Junaid。好，还有这位同学哦 ，Singling 欢迎 ，Zuzu 欢迎，很多新同学哦 ，Saren 欢迎，好，跟同学们打招呼哦。好，小花正在等火车，她等不到火车。好，很好 ，Henny，小花正在等。小花看到火车了吗？还没。She is still waiting and she doesn't see the train yet. 所以小花还在等，小花正在等。火车还没来，小花正在等。她等不到，等不到是什么意思 ？Waited and didn't see. OK， 这个叫等不到火车哦。好，他等不到火车。好 ，Junaid， 好，等不到。好，雷曼，多毛的雷曼，小花正在等火车，他等不到，他等不到。好 ，Red 火等不到。各位同学理解了，等跟等到的不同了，对不对？我们再来做一题，下一题 ，Let's compare the negative form of 等 and 等到。Let's compare their negative forms。好，各位同学，等的 negative form 是不等，不等的意思是不想等 ，I don't want to wait。不等的意思是不要等了 ，I don't want to wait anymore. I have waited for so long. 所以不等是等的 negative form， 它的意思是 I don't want to wait anymore. 好，不等。再来，等到的 negative form 是等不到啊，等到的否定字是等不到。Okay, so that's the difference. And what is 等不到？等不到 doesn't mean you don't want to wait. You want to wait, but you waited and waited, but You couldn't see the object. That is 等不到。你要等啊，但是你等了很久，你还是看不到那个东西，那个人，这个叫等不到。那什么叫不等？不等就是 you don't like to wait. You don't want to wait anymore. 不等，等不到。You want to wait, and you waited and waited, and you couldn't see the person. 等不到。好，好的，多毛的雷曼。好，我们来做题目。我不他了。好，答案是什么？我不他。这题好简单，对不对？但是它的 meaning， 它的意思是不一样的。我不什么他了，我不他。好，到各位是等我不要等他了。林子不是我不要等他了，是我不等他了好，也可以说不要等他了好，各位同学，老师这个意思是都可以了。I mean， 我不，老师的意思是，对，我不等他了You can use 我不想等他了 ，You can also use 我不要等他了 ，Either one is OK。然后它的意思都是一样的好，所以这里的不等，你也可以说不等就好了。Sometimes we can omit the object when we use 等。我不想等他了，我不要等他了 ，which means 我不等他了。所以各位同学，不等他了就是不想等他了。I don't want to wait for him。不等他了就是我不要等他了。I don't want to wait for him。好，理解了。那我等不到他 ，You really want to wait, but you waited and waited and you couldn't see him。这个叫等不到他，我等不到他。好，这样了解了吗？所以各位同学，如果你很想等一个人，但是你等不到他，你看不到这个人，你就说我等不到汉平。我想等，我有等哦，我有等汉平，可是我等不到汉平。如果我不想等雅正，雅正我不想等你，我不等你了，我不想，我不要等你了，我不等你了。You don't even wait 。OK， 好，对，可以的，星星，要跟想是可以 omit， 可以不要的所以星星问说，老师，我可不可以说我不等他了 ？Of course， 你可以说不等，它的意思就是不想等或不要等的意思好 ，OK， 可以 omit， 可以 omit。好，对，我不等他了，就是我不想等他了，我不要等他了。你可能等很久了，或者你根本就不想等他好 ，OK。So this is the negative form, the difference between the negative forms of 等 and 等不到。OK， 不等 and 等不到。OK。慧慧 ，Thank you very much，慧慧变成我的小土豆了，谢谢慧慧。对，都可以的，星星是的，都可以。星星，你可以说我不等他了，你也可以说我不想等他了，你也可以说我不要等他了，都是一样的意思都可以的，星星都可以。好 ，Now let's see the second difference between 等 and 等到。In the first difference, we talk about we wait for someone, we wait for a vehicle. But in the second usage, it's not about someone, it's not about a vehicle, it's about time. 等时间，各位同学不一样。如果你用等的话 we need to add amount, a amount of time. 什么叫 amount of time？ 一段时间。各位同学，我们要加一段时间 我一直等老师，我终于等到老师啊，很棒的句子啊，很棒的句子。好，各位同学，一段时间是什么意思？2小时 2 hours， 3分钟 3 minutes， 5天 5 days， a period of time， a period of time， 我们要用等 OK， 8年 8 years， a period of time， 我们用等。那么等到呢？等到我们要用 a time period。 什么叫 time period？ 10点 10 p.m. That's a period. That's a period only. A period of time. A point, sorry. A point of time. 10点是一个时间就是10点了或者是明天 tomorrow. Tomorrow is a point of time. 好，你也可以说昨天下午3点that's a point. 3 o'clock, that's a point. 所以各位同学，等到要加上 a time point, some event, a point only, not a period of time. OK， 听得懂吗？所以等要用一段时间。那如果是等到，我们要用时间一个点一个事件或时间的点如果你用等到，你要接一个 event， 一个事件，或者是一个 point time point OK time 3点5点下午8点 something like that OK 好 OK 所以各位同学我们来做题目经理还没来吗？还 means not yet yet 还 means still 好经理还没来吗？我已经 already 我已经了2个小时。那么到底是等还是等到 ？Then you have to know 2个小时是 time amount or time point. You have to know that. 好，各位同学，请问答案。经理还没来吗？我已经等了2个小时了。Time amount. Very good. 好 Henny 经理还没来吗？我已经等了2个小时 amount of time 很好等答对了王和不是等到是等对等了可以等了经理还没来吗？我已经等了2个小时了慧君经理还没来吗？我已经等了2个小时了好的没问题这题答案是等等对等为什么因为2个小时是 a period a period of time amount 好我们再来做第二题第二题好这件事不急不急就是 not in a hurry not in a rush 不急就是你不用很快的完成它你可以慢慢做慢慢做好我们可以明早8点明早明天早上8点8 o'clock 明早 8 o'clock 8 a.m. tomorrow 明早 tomorrow morning sorry 这里要加个 morning 才对tomorrow morning 不用我已经加 a.m. 了 sorry 这件事不急我们可以明早8点答案是什么You have to know 明早8点 is a time amount or a time period and or a time point OK 好等到明早8点因为明早8点 is a time point OK it's a time point 8点8 o'clock 8点 OK 好佩霞这件事不急我们可以等到明早8点 Nalita 等到多毛的雷曼这件事不急我们可以等到明早8点好 Zingling 等到白兰等到曹同学等到 Riri 这件事不急 我们可以等到明早8点，正红等到星星等到，因为明早8点是 timeline and this time point. This is a timeline and you got the time point here. 8点 is the point. 2个小时 is the timeline, right? 好，懂了，我们看 the third difference, but actually they are not difference because they are interchangeable here. 各位同学，在第3个用法里面，在第3个语法点里面，你可以用等，你也可以用等到，它们是可以交换使用的。They are interchangeable in this usage. Okay, and oftentimes we can say subject 等 or 等到 plus a sentence 加上一个句子，then pay attention. If this is about the past or it's about the present, we use 才 verb. 才 verb. If we're talking about the future, we say 在 verb or 就 verb. Okay? So it's like wait until. 它的意思就是 wait until. Wait until 的意思。等到什么什么时间。That means like you wait until an event. You wait until an event. You wait until a time. Something like that. OK. 好，所以这个语法特别注意，主语加上等 or 等到，加上一个句子，然后 if the tense is the past or the present, we use 在 verb. If the tense is about the future, we say 才 verb. 在 if that's about future, we say 在 verb or 就 verb. OK? 好，我们看第一题。雨好大 What heavy rain? Rain is raining heavily. 雨好大，雨好大啊，雨好大呀。我雨停了，走，雨停了 like the rain stops. 各位同学，请问这件事情是各位同学，你说走像离开 leave， 请问这个是发生了吗？他走了没有？请问我走了没有？还没，因为雨还没停。The rain hasn't stopped yet, right? So I haven't left yet. 我还没有走哦。I'm still here. I'm still here. So it's about the future, right? It's about the future. 所以答案是什么？雨好大，雨停了，我走。所以答案是什么？好，还没，对不对？对，我还没有走，我还在这儿，我还没有 future，right？ 好，雨好大呀，我等到雨停了再走，可以，因为 that's about the future，it's about the future。那各位同学，你也可以用，好，你们都等到，对不对？雨好大，我等到雨停了就走也可以，再走也可以，我等到雨停了才走。才比较用在过去的感觉。我等到雨停了才走，感觉有点奇怪。我们会说再走或就走。If you're emphasizing the future, OK？ 那如果像这个，雨好大呀，我等到雨停了才走。It's like you're talking about something in the past. You're describing the something in the past. 佩霞，如果你说才走，好像你在讲一个过去的事情。过去不是现在。不是未来，你讲的是过去的事情。如果你用才是过去的事情所以这题的答案不是才。雨好大呀，我等到雨停了就走。雨好大呀，我等到雨停了再走，可以。好，没问题哦。这儿好。对 Heather 好在这里就是 very 的 very 很的意思，非常这边的好不是 good 也不是 nice， 这里的好是一个 adjective which means very 就是非常的意思，雨非常大，雨非常大的意思。这里的好是 very 好。在还是就都可以 ，you can use either one 都可以，都可以用哦。好，各位同学理解了吗？那你们都用等，也可以用，你们都说等到，也可以用等啊，你们都没有人写等，可以用等。雨好大呀，我等雨停了再走，可以 ，you can also use 等 ，interchangeable 都可以，都可以。好。One more quiz for you. 吴老师，八八八，学生都来了，八八八，上课。好，答案是什么？吴老师，八八八，学生都来了，八八八，上课。好，Teacher Wu didn't start class until all the students came. 好，哦，这个玲玲老师来了，欢迎。好，各位同学，请问答案是什么？你看老师的 English is about the past, right? You see my English translation? It's about the past. 好，等到就好，这个很有意思哦。好，吴老师等到学生都来了才上课，所以 Christina 讲的是一个过去的事情，学生都来了，然后老师才开始上课哦。好 ，OK。呀，好，吴老师等到学生都来了才上课，酷。好，吴老师等到学生都来了才上课，你们都答对了。但是有一个同学问了一个非常有意思的问题。This question is absolutely interesting because that's the difference between English and Chinese. Yeah, that's right. How do you know in Chinese there's a past tense, there's a future tense? I don't know. 各位同学，这个问题很好。中文你不晓得它是过去式啊，或者是未来式啊。I don't know this about the future or about the past in Chinese. What can I do? So the key point is this word. When you say 吴老师等学生都来了才上课 I know you are talking about something in the past. In Chinese, you don't know the past or the future in the sentence actually. 是的，没有错，这位同学 you're right. I don't know. I don't know. So this functional word is very important to tell me it's about the past or about the future. When I say 在 I know it's in the past. 吴老师等到学生都来了才上课 This is something in the past. For a native speaker, that's because I saw the word 才 When you say 吴老师等到学生都来了再上课 Oftentimes we will say 他等到学生都来了再上课 That's about the future. 他等到学生都来了就上课 Oftentimes it's about the future. 所以这个同学问的很好，到底是 past 还是 future? I don't know. The only way I can know it is I saw these function words. Okay, so Chinese is so odd. 中文很奇怪啊，中文是个很奇怪的语言啊。好，各位同学，欣欣说 I'm so confused. 对，这个很难啊，这个很难，但是你要去了解它。我们再来做一题。Because in English, I can easily know it's about the past or about the future. I can easily know. But in Chinese, you don't know. You don't know. So you need to understand these functional words to know this about the past or about the future. 我们再来做一题。我儿子睡着了，爸爸爸去洗澡。好，睡着了 means fall asleep. Fall asleep. 洗澡 take a bath. 洗澡 take a bath. 我儿子睡着了，去洗澡。In English, if you see the English, what's the answer? Because when you see the Chinese, I don't know. I don't know if it's about the future or about the past. But but according to the English sentence, what's the answer? 好，星星很正常，因为中文你看不出来。中文除非他告诉你明天 of course 明天 is about the future， 除非他告诉你是昨天 of course 昨天 is about the past. But if I don't tell you the time, you don't know it's about the future or about the past. So these functional words are very important. Okay. 可以用等或等到。汉平，你可以用等，也可以用等到。在这个第三个 usage，the third usage, you can use either 等 or 等到。Either one is correct， 两个都可以，两个都可以啊，两个都可以。好，好的，我等儿子睡着了再去洗澡。雅正，雅正的句子是用这个 English sentence will。呀，没错，可以，正确。我等儿子睡着了再去洗澡。Right, because it's about the future. OK， 答对了。我等儿子睡着了就去洗澡。About the future, it's about the future， 对不对？好 ，Riri， 我等到儿子睡着了，我才 or 就。好，裴静，我等 or 等到儿子睡着了，睡着了，睡觉了也可以，才去洗澡。那裴静，你的句子是 You're talking about the past。我等到儿子睡着了才去洗澡。You're talking about the past， 过去的事情。哦，过去的事情。好 ，OK。如果没有英文的意思的话，可以啊 ，Henny。OK。If I don't give you the English and you say 我等儿子睡着了才去洗澡 I know you're talking about the past. When you say if we don't have the English translation, 我等到儿子睡着了再去洗澡 you haven't done this yet. You will do this in the future. 未来我等到儿子睡着了就去洗澡 You haven't done it yet. The son hasn't slept yet. You will take a bath in the future. So when you use 在 or 就 you haven't done something yet. You will do it in the future. Okay? So it's the same in this scenario if you don't see the English. 吴老师等到学生们都来了才上课。You're talking about something happened in the past. 吴老师等到学生都来了就上课。吴老师还没有上课。He is waiting for all the students come into his class. Then he will hold his class. 还没上课 It's about the future. So all the key point is about these functional words. Then I will know it's about the past or about the future. Otherwise, you don't know. Actually, you don't know it. That's the Chinese. That's Chinese. OK， 好，好的，好，各位同学可以了哦。好，我等到儿子睡着了才去。Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you can say that. 我等到儿子睡着了才去洗澡。You're talking about something in the past. 才 because 才 is about the past, right? 才 is about the past. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you understand it. Okay, so like this. 像我们这个题目，雨好大呀，我等到雨停了再走 or 就走。That means you haven't left yet. You're still here. 雨好大呀，我等到雨停了才走。Actually, you're describing something in the past. In the past, it rained heavily and you didn't leave, blah, 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 blah. You're describing something in the past. Okay? Understand? Hopefully you understand it. 好，好的，各位同学，第四种用法。Oh, so complicated. Yeah, very complicated. We can use 等 or 等到 not as a verb. We can use them as a conjunction. 它不是动词了，它是连词 which means by the time or by the time that. So the grammar point is 等 plus a sentence or 等到 plus a sentence. Okay, we need a common, okay? 我们要加个逗号 and then a new sentence here. The new sentence is subject plus 才 plus verb. Also, it's about the past or about the present. Or subject plus 在 or 就 plus a verb. And it's about the future. 好，各位同学，很难，对不对？ Okay, don't worry. We'll learn of it from our example sentence. 这个题目老师给你看一下，这些叶子变黄了就会等到秋天来了。Can you put these words in order? How to put these words in order? 好，各位同学，这个句子要怎么写才对？这些叶子 these leaves 变 turn or become yellow turn yellow 就等到秋天来了。好，等到。好，请问答案是什么？好，雅正，等到，这些叶子等到 OK， 雅正的句子也可以，但是雅正你是第三种用法。雅正，你现在的等到是雅正的句子是对的，各位同学。But 雅正 is using grammar point 3. 雅正 is using grammar point 3. 所以雅正的等到是一个动词，不是 conjunction。雅正，你的句子是对的，但是你用的是动词，你用的是 grammar point 3. But now we are learning grammar point 4. Okay, so 雅正 can you try it again? 等到秋天来了，这些叶子就会变黄了。OK， 好，正红，等到秋天来了，这些叶子就会 very good， 因为秋天还没来，秋天还没有来 ，Spring hasn't come yet, so it's about the future， 就会变黄了。OK， 好，会等到秋天来了，这些叶子就会变黄了。哦，等到秋天来了，这些叶子就会变黄了。我等到这个是 grammar point 3，grammar point 3。OK， Henny， 等到 OK, so here, you know, we use 等 or 等到 as a conjunction. So 等到 we need a sentence here. 等到秋天来了 then we need a new sentence here. OK, 好，很难，对不对？听得懂吗？ Let's try one more. OK. 好，我才知道 OK, 才知道当了父母 become maybe I say became parents 等到我养小孩不容易 not easy to raise a kid Not easy to raise children. 养就是 to raise 小孩 raise kids, raise children. Not easy. It's not easy to raise a kid. 好，各位同学，请问答案是什么？好，今天的语法点很难，对不对？要多多练习。Let's practice more. 好，裴静等到我当了父母，各位同学，你当了没有？当了。You have already been a parent. 你已经是爸爸，你已经是妈妈了。So you say a sentence like this because you have already been a parent. That's the reason why you say this sentence, right? 等到我当了父母，我才 So this is about the past because you have already been a parent. So you have this kind of thought or inspiration now. 等到我当了父母，我才知道养小孩不容易。立新，等到我当了父母，我才知道养小孩不容易。But what if I want to say 等到我当了父母，我就知道养小孩不容易。When you say this, wow, interesting. When you say this, 各位同学，当你说等到我当了父母，我就知道养小孩不容易。When you say this, that means you are not a parent yet. 如果你用在 or 就，它的意思就是你现在还不是父母，你未来就会知道，你未来才会知道，你未来才会知道。So that's the tricky place. That's the tricky part in Chinese. I don't even know it's about the past or about the future. So the only way is to understand the function, these functional words. 所以各位同学，如果你这边改成我就知道，那你在讲未来的事情。You're talking about the future. You're not a parent yet. So you use 就 That means you will know. You will know it in the future. OK. 好，好的，听得懂了吗？对，如果很好。汉平说，如果老师我用就，表示你还不是父母。如果你用才，你是了。You are a parent now. 就 You will be a parent in the future. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay. 好的，好，广告时间，点赞、订阅、开启 Turn on the bell. 每个月$2 to support me. Buy me a cup of coffee. Quiz time. 等 or 等到。汤姆终于公共汽车了。Finally, 终于 finally. 等还是等到汤姆终于公共汽车了。好，好的，雷曼说这句话是对的，因为雷曼还没有结婚，对不对？雷曼还不是爸爸，所以雷曼要说等我当了父母，我就知道养小孩不容易。对，因为雷曼还不是爸爸哦。等到汤姆终于等到，好，比如说老师因为得了 I got COVID-19。好，汤姆终于等到公共汽车了。好，等到各位同学，汤姆看到了车子了，汤姆看到公交车了，所以 he already saw the vehicle。所以终于等到 when we say 等到 you saw the person, you saw the object。 OK， 好，陈太太 还没来吗？我们已经了半个小时了。陈太太还 still or not yet 还没来吗？hasn't come yet 还没来吗？我们已经了半个小时了。half an hour 半个小时，30分钟半个小时哦。好，等还是等到？What's the answer？等了，等了，等。我们已经等了半个小时了。为什么 ？Why？Why will you 是等？等了，等。各位同学 j u n e 不是等到。各位同学 the key point is here. Is it a period of time or is it an amount of time? 半个小时是 time amount. 半个小时 not time point. It's an amount of time. 半个小时 right? 等 OK 等 for time amount 等到 for time period time point 等 for time amount 等到 for time point OK this is time amount 等 yeah 等来陈太太还没来吗？我们8点10分吧。陈太太还没来吗？我们8点10分吧。When you see 吧 at the end of the sentence, it's about a suggestion. It's like let's do something in English. 我们说吧的时候，你希望别人做什么事情，你要求 request. You give someone a suggestion. So it's like let's do something in English. 吧吧吧吧吧 That's 吧吧吧吧 OK 好，请问答案是什么？等到，Very good。陈太太还没来吗？我们等到8点10分吧。8:10 is a point, right？等到8点10分吧。It's a time point。我们等到8点10分吧。OK，good。A，陈太太还没来吗？B，在5分钟吧。好，once again，吧 means you offer a suggestion. You request someone to do something. It's like that's in English. Ba. Can we do that? Let's do that together. Or how about doing something? Okay, 吧 OK，好，请问是再等5分钟吧，还是再等到5分钟吧？等等，再等5分钟吧。Let's wait for 5 more minutes. 再 more，再等5分钟吧。Wait for 5 more minutes. That's wait for 等。为什么是等到5分钟？等等，陈太太还没来吗？再等5分钟吧。Because 5分钟 is a time amount, not a time point. 5分钟是一段时间呢、an amount of time, right? 如果我说等到5点 5 o'clock point 等到5点5分钟 5 minutes 5 o'clock 等到5点 OK 再等他到5点吧可以这样说再等他到5点吧可以狗狗了一整个早上主人还是没回家。狗狗了一整个 the whole 一整个 means the whole。狗狗等了 the whole morning 一整个早上。主人 master 主人还是 hasn't 还是没有回家？等了，主人还是没回家。好，等到，等了，等到，等了，等了。啊，主人是不是出事了？Something wrong, something bad happened. 等到，哦，都有人哦，都有人写哦。等还是等到？裴静说，狗狗等了一整个早上，主人还是没回家。狗狗等了一整个早上，等。好 I have a question for you. 一整个早上 is time amount or time point? 一整个早上 means like maybe 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, the whole morning, right? That's the time amount. So we don't say 等到一个早上. Okay? But if I say 早上 only, if I say 早上 only, that's the point. 等到早上，等到今天早上。Okay? But when I say 一整个早上, that means the whole morning. That means maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, right? 太难了，对不对？ It's very hard. I think that's not HSK level 2, it's SHK level 6. 好，答案是等了，等了，狗狗等了。The whole morning is about 6 hours, right? So it's not 等到 because that's a period, that's a long amount of time. So the answer is 等。And the other reason is 另外一个原因是，各位同学，等 we don't need, sometimes you can omit the object for 等。But when you say 等到, absolutely you need an object. You cannot omit the object when you use 等到. So you can say 我等了2个小时. We don't have the object. 我等了很久. I don't say someone, right? 我不等了. Okay? So when you use 等, sometimes you can omit the object. But when you use 等到, you absolutely need the object. Okay? So in this question, you don't see someone or a vehicle here. We don't have the object. So we use 等. That's another reason. Difficult 死了，难死了。Okay, it's okay. 来，才，在。Actually, 2 answers are both correct. But do you know the difference between the 2 answers? 等爸爸回家了，我们吃晚饭。According to the English sentence, what's the answer? According to the English sentence, what's the answer? 很难哦，这个 grammar point is very hard if you really like dig into it. It's very, very difficult. 好，在，才，在。好 very good. According to the English, it's about the future. So about the future, you can say 在。等爸爸回家了，我们再吃晚饭。That means Dad hasn't come home yet, and we need to wait. And so we haven't eaten dinner yet. 我们还没有吃晚饭。我们还没有吃晚饭。如果你用在，表示是未来 something in the future. Okay. But when you use 才 what does it mean when you say 等爸爸回家了，我们才吃饭？ That means you're describing something in the past. 爸爸回家了，我们吃过了。You're describing something in the past. Okay, yeah. 才表示吃过了，你只是在讲过去的事情。You're talking about something in the past. Yeah. 好的，我的手机没电了，等不了了。Okay, so 在 is about the future. 这题的话，如果 according to the English sentence, the answer is 在。等爸爸回家了，我们再吃饭。That means father hasn't come home yet, and we hasn't eaten dinner yet. Okay. The last question, and we only have one answer here. We only have one answer here. Okay. 这题只有一个答案。等到他离婚了 get divorced. Okay. By the time he got divorced. 等到 by the time here. 等到 or you can also say 等. That's a conjunction. Okay. 连词发现 realize find out. 一个人 to be alone. Being lonely. 一个人真的 really 很孤单 very lonely. Really very lonely. 好，等到他离婚了发现一个人真的很孤单。等到他离婚了才发现一个人真的很孤单。In this sentence, even in Chinese, we understand it's about the past because this person has already divorced. We know that, so we only have one answer here. Christina, 等到他离婚了才 is about the past. When it's about the past, we use 才. Okay, 好 Henny 才发现，别后悔哦。好，才发现，对 Singling 才。等到他离婚了，才发现一个人真的很孤单。When we see 了 here, 离婚了 that means a completed action. This person has already got divorced because we see a 了 here. It's about the completed action in Chinese. So that means this person has already got divorced. So it's about the past. So the only answer is 才。等到他离婚了，才发现一个人真的很孤单。好，各位同学，今天的课就到这了。今天的课是 HSK Level 2, but actually it's like HSK Level 6. But you realize something interesting in today's lesson, hopefully. And also you know some very important functional words in Chinese. 好，各位同学，对一个人很自由哦。今天的课会不会太难？如果你觉得太难，就说好难哦。会不会很无聊？今天的课会不会很 boring？ 如果你觉得很 boring， 你就说老师今天的课 very boring, super boring, 很无聊，超无聊。好，如果你不太懂 you can watch this video again. But today's lesson is very funny because today's lesson tells you the difference between the two languages, English and Chinese. Okay. 好，我们明天见咯。明天我们继续来上新HSK 的课。拜拜。